I wanted to talk to you today about the importance of self-care, something that we all know we need to do, but we don't always do it. So I just want to give you an opportunity to revisit this very important topic and make sure you're doing everything you can, because I know how hard you work and I know how many people rely on you and need you at your best game. And so if we don't fill ourselves up with what we need, we can't pour into others. And it's very difficult to serve when we're not ready and feeling at the best of our game and enthusiastic and energetic. So I'm just going to share with you some things that I think are going to be really helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at delder@shadyoakprimary.com. All right, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of being happy. And I have a recipe I'm going to share with you for happiness. Only 4 ingredients. So let's just back up a little bit. We all know that we have basic physical needs, right? We need water, we need food, we need shelter. But did you know we also have psychological needs? That's right, 4 of them that you must meet on a daily basis to be happy. Number 1 is love. Number 2 is power. Number 3 is fun. And number 4 is freedom. So let's go through these briefly. So number 1, love, doesn't mean romantic love, although that's always welcomed. Number 1, love is talking about a sense of belonging. It's really important that we make connections, that we feel we belong somewhere. And during these crazy COVID times, I'm sure a lot of you are struggling just to meet this basic need. So making sure you're reaching out to family and friends, and it may be that you're making more phone calls, maybe you're Zooming and FaceTiming, but make sure you stay with that belonging and you have that sense. You can tell that it's a area where you're getting your need for love met if you were missed because you weren't there. So think about, volunteering at church or going into the office. All of those things we're not doing right now allowed us to feel a sense of belonging. So make sure in these crazy COVID times that you're still meeting that need. Number 2 is power. A lot of people misunderstand this particular need. It's not power over someone else. It's really power from what you do well, things that you are gifted to do. Maybe you're the best garbage taker-outer in the house. Maybe you're the best accountant in your firm. Maybe you're the best teacher at your school. Whatever it is that you do really well, whatever your superpower is, make sure you're getting a sense of competency each day. Number 3 is fun. And I know as we get older, we tend to have less and less of it. So shame on us. We need to have fun every day. I'm blessed. I work with small children. And so I get to laugh and giggle and have so much fun. Fun fact, did you know the average 4-year-old laughs 400 times a day? And the average adult, 4 times a day. So do what you need to do to get some laughter in there. Now, having fun can be something as easy as listening to your favorite radio station on the way to work, maybe a podcast, planning a vacation. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be something very small that brings you joy. So make sure you're meeting that need for fun. The 4th tip is freedom. You need to have the freedom to meet your needs the way you want, without interrupting somebody else from meeting their needs. So with these 4, you now have a recipe. So let's say at the end of the day, you're like, you know what, I'm just not really feeling it today. My guess is you have not filled one of the key ingredients for happiness. But here's the good news. Our brains are so amazing that we can lie in bed at night, go through our checklist and go, oh, I didn't have any fun today. That's the problem. It was really stressful, no fun. You can close your eyes and recreate a fun episode in your brain, what will have the same effect of meeting that need for you, even if you didn't go through the actual activity yourself. So this is a great opportunity. And now I want to shift a little bit and talk about some things that you can do on a daily basis and really bring them into your regular routines. I'm going to give you several options to choose from. If you did every one of them, you'd never get your work done. But I know for me, I'll use them for a while and then I'll shift and try a different one and then I'll go back. So just want to give you some different options that you might want to think about. The first one is to do a wish list. This is really fun. It's imagine Aladdin has arrived and you rub the lamp and out comes the genie. And this genie says, you know what? You don't get 3 wishes. You get 101. The only caveat is you have to write it down. So when you write down your list, and let me warn you, the first 30 to 35 are pretty easy because they tend to be items that you want that are material. Once you get past that, I want you to dig deep into what you really want. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in relationship with? Where do you want to travel to when this whole COVID thing ends? What are some things that you've been wanting to do for a while? Write it down. Get really clear. When you've done your wish list, within 2 weeks, 10 items will manifest for you. That's right. Those wishes will come true. And it's amazing and it works. I've kept journals of my wish list for many, many years. And sometimes it takes longer than 2 weeks, and I'll scoot back through them and see how many things that I've wanted have actually come. So that's a great tip. That's one thing you can use. What I like to do after I write my wish list is go back through it, and you're going to see some themes develop. Those are great things to turn into goals. Right? So if maybe something you want to do is when we're able to travel, you'd like to go maybe to Asia, you can start working on the goal to save the money, to get ready to make your travels to Asia, do your research, where do you want to go, where do you want to stay, all of that. When I'm setting goals, I use an acronym called SMART. So that's specific, measurable, action-orientated, relevant, realistic, and time-specific. That allows me to have a guideline to my goal, so it's not a wish or a dream, but it's actually something that I can accomplish, and I can check in to see that I'm on the right track because it's measurable. The next thing I want you to think about is the idea that you might want to consider scripting. Scripting is when you get up in the morning, you think about your day. I know for me, I'll check my calendar, and then I'll write out how I want my day to go. And I try not to be too specific, but it is amazing when you set your intention at how quickly you can arrive at exactly what you want. It really helps you to be purposeful and have meaning to what you're doing, and to sort of take in charge about things that you want to happen in your day. Another thing you might want to participate in is meditation, some sort of prayer. That's a really great practice. I know that getting outdoors right now, getting exercise, watching your diet, making sure you're spending time with friends that you enjoy, whether that's over Zoom or face-to-face with your mask on. So just think about self-care. I really encourage you to step in, take care of you so we can enjoy the many gifts that you bring to all of us. Have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.